What is up with Swarm Disaster? As I was farming the simulated universe Swarm Disaster a while back, which is the absolute bane of my existence by the way, a detail caught my attention. Hi, I'm Moon Valkyrie, and I'm sorry if my voice sounds a bit weird and raspy, I'm still a bit sick. And welcome back for another Hoyoverse lore dive video. The Swarm part of the simulated universe focuses on the path of propagation and its Aeon Tezeront, which has rather a lot of mysteries due to its very short-lived existence. The Swarm is all about propagating very rapidly and rampaging through the universe in the form of scarabs, but disappearing just as rapidly as they were born, making it hard to understand it, which is the reason why we, as Trailblazer, are trying to meet Tezeront through the simulated universe. And while doing so, I noticed that Tezeront is nicknamed the Sand King. Reading up all the possible interactions we get from Swarm and about Tezeront, we eventually get to know that Lepismat, its origin planet, was not a planet only populated with insects, or rather the Coleoptera race, but with humanoids too and sandworms. The leader of Lepismat was someone who grew obsessed with the idea to achieve something that he only managed to through self-destruction. We later learned that he finally overcame aging, but he would only retain his memories from the previous 3 days, so he kept wondering why he was not dying. He also liked to witness the rise and fall of civilizations he himself built. Lepismat originally suffered a great disaster of nature unknown, and then bounty hunters came, decimating the population of the planet, who actually used the Coleopteras as weapons. Amidst the war, the Coleopteras started to self-replicate at an increasing pace to fight off the bounty hunters. Still, the life expectancy being very short before they self-destroy, Lepismat ended up being ravaged. Mourning his civilization, Tezeront ascended to Aeonhood and became the Aeon of Propagation, its driving force being to replicate, propagate, expand, and rampage. The color theme of the swarm is this dark purple-reddish hue, and the offensive propagation blessings infect other characters with the spores effect. Now, does this start to sound a little bit familiar to you? A Sand King in a land of scarabs and giant sandworms, yearning to transcend death, obtaining knowledge to do so, his kingdom's civilizations in a cycle of rise and fall, ending up being decimated and tied to a purple-reddish power that can infect and propagate at an alarming rate. King DESHRET, Lord of the Red Sands, amidst scarabs and weenuts, growing obsessed with the idea of transcending the fate imposed by the heavenly principles and death, ultimately achieving to do so through self-destruction by acquiring forbidden knowledge, a power represented by a purple-reddish hue, as he witnesses the rise and fall of the civilizations under his rule. And we know that forbidden knowledge is coming from beyond Tevat, and there have been multiple instances where it was heavily hinted as coming from the Honkaiverse. Ultimately, I do not think that they are the same person, but the similarities are uncanny, and I wonder how exactly it all ties up regarding the endgame. It feels like Tevat is a capsule that encompasses a variety of model civilizations found in the Honkai games, as if it was either the origin of it all or a simulation. And the more we go on, the more I think that Tevat is Honkai Impact's Kevin Kislana's Project Stigma, or Project Ark, since Tevat literally means ark in Hebrew. The resources available on these and my Honkai Impact knowledge being very limited, I won't dare try to explain it here, but if you look them up, you'll find some interesting facts that line up with both Genshin and Starrail, especially something about putting humans in a dreamlike state to merge into a collective consciousness, which we encountered several times already with the Yukasha, the Golden Slumber, Remuria, and Panaconi. What are your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments. Remember, we're still partnered with Lootbar for a 20% discount on your Hoyo Games top-ups, and with the insane characters that they're lining up, we can use a good discount. New users get an extra 5% through the link in my bio. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.